Hello and welcome to my review of Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy is a platforming game where you play as a little boy made out of meat, which is awesome. The goal of the game is to save your girlfriend Bandage Girl, who is made out of bandages, who's been kidnapped by the evil Dr. Fetus, who is a fetus in a tuxedo suit. Don't get much more normal than that. You jump around each level, avoiding different obstacles in your goal to reach Bandage Girl at the end. And this is no spoiler, even if you get to Bandage Girl, Dr. Fetus shows up and zooms off with her, leaving you to progress to the next level and trying to get her on there. There's a par time for each level, and completing the level under that time will reward you with an A+, which doesn't do that much except unlock the Dark World version of that level. Dark World is an alternate reality to the normal world, called the Light World, where everything is much more difficult. There's more saws, more obstacles, sometimes you have to go backwards through the level, and it often has a visual appearance theme. On the dark levels there is bandages to collect, as well as the light levels. Bandages unlock characters. One of notable noteness is the Minecraft guy, which I haven't unlocked yet, but that's one to aim for. There's also characters from other games, and there's also warp zones that you can unlock in the levels, which either take you to a character challenge or a retro warp zone. Character ones, you play as the character you're trying to unlock, and you complete 3 levels in a row and you unlock that character. Some of them are useful, some of them are not, but they're all quite fun to unlock. One worth mentioning because of its infamy is the kid from I Want to Be the Guy, and it's very hard. It took me a few hours to get through it just because the jumps are so precise and you have to get through all the spikes, and it's just crazy. But I think worth it in the end because the kid is one of the better characters to play as when Meat Boy doesn't do the job well. The other type of warp zone is a retro warp zone, which will take you back to an old school looking version of Meat Boy, which is a lot of fun and good for nostalgia if you ever played any of the really old school platforming games back in the day. This one differs from, these warp zones differ from the normal level type because instead of having infinite lives, you only have 3 per level, and there's 3 levels in a warp zone. So you have to eventually get good enough to not die 3 times in each level to complete it. Each warp zone has 2 bandages, whereas only some other normal levels have some. There are, I think, 5 or 6. There's 5 normal worlds, which have 20 levels each. Then there's the end level, which has 5 levels and a boss, which is Dr. Fetus. And when you've completed that, you unlock a further world, which I won't spoil, but it's quite difficult, let's say that. And one of the really great things about this game, I think, other than its complete awesomeness, is that there's an update coming out in January the 17th, I think, where you will get a map maker, and there will be a portal for people to share and upload their maps they created, which is going to be awesome and totally increase the playability, replayability I should say, so it's obviously quite playable already, of the game by a considerable amount. So I'm really looking forward to that, to creating maps, and one of the things they've said is that you have to be able to beat your map before you can upload it, which I think is fair to stop people just making impossible maps and throwing them all over the place. So yeah, if you're looking for a frustrating but fun to play platform game that both hails to the old school as well as being playable in the new day, then definitely give Super Meat Boy a try. It's on Steam, I think. I'm not sure if it's anywhere else, but the Steam achievements I think are worth it. And yeah, it's really worth giving it a go. I'll probably put up other videos involving Super Meat Boy, since I do play it on occasion. But thanks for listening to my review. Until next time.